So to interact with all of you, we have with us today the crew of the film Rain. The film is being showcased in the competition category for Best Debut Feature Film of a Director at the 52nd edition of International Film Festival of India. And we have with us the director of the film Rain, Mr. Jano Jurgens. He's a promising film director from Estonia. He's graduated from Baltic Film School of Tallinn University in Estonia. And his short films, they say Tomatoes Love Rock Music and Distance, which was selected for the Locarno Film Festival, has received a lot of critical acclaim. And Rain is his debut feature film. Also joining the discussion is Ms. Henel Jurgens. She is the assistant director of the film Rain. And we have with us Mr. Antti Naulainen. He's the writer of the film. Now, for those who have not watched the film was screened a while ago at IFFI. And for those who have not watched the film, I'll just I'll present a brief about the film. The Rain is the name of the protagonist, and he returns home. His home is located in a small seaside town, and he tries to meet his 12-year-old young brother. But at the home, what awaits is a clash with his authoritarian father. Basically, this film portrays a clash of generations. As the 12-year-old boy is a witness to this clash between his father and his elder brother, two stubborn men from different generations with radically different views of the world. So when father tries to push Rain into the boundaries of his world, Rain finds hope in Alexandra, a mysterious woman with a shady past. On this note, I would like to request Mr. Jurgens to have his opening remarks, and after that, Mr. Jurgens will also speak, and after that, the writer of the film also will address the media. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Jurgens.
Where do I begin? What should I say? Hello, nice to be here. Yeah, we traveled almost 7,000 kilometers to be here in this nice conditions, because it's right now snowing in Estonia, and huge contrast between weathers, which is really nice. Yes. Looking forward for your questions, and I hope you've seen the film or will see in some point. Yeah, what can I say right now?
Hello everyone, thank you for coming here. It's really enjoyable to be here, and we just watched our film here in festival, and we were a bit excited before how the local audience will take it, but as we realized, it went really well. They laugh at the same points as in Estonia, the audience laughed, so we hope audience take the film as we planned, or as was done. And as Jano said, we came from long distance, from 7,000 kilometers, but still the people are the same, and it's really nice to realize that everywhere people have the same problems, the same wants and needs, and they want to be loved, and they want to love, and I think it's one point of this kind of festivals, to bring different kind of people together to realize that we are all the same. Thank you.
Can you share some more details about how you made this film and your experience of making this film?
Well, it was a long process. We made it 7 years till the first idea came and we put it on the paper, and we had to apply for the money, and it was really long process. But we are here, and it worked out, and we are happy. Yeah.
The floor is open for questions.
Good afternoon. My question to Jano. Actually, what exactly inspired you to take this movie? Is there any real life incident, or what exactly inspired you to go for this movie?
I think it's actually really simple what I wanted to do at first point. I wanted to express something to my brothers or brother. I have 3 brothers. Some emotions that I can't express in real life. I wanted to put them in the film and show it to him, for example. It's so simple. And this is, till the end, it was very important for me, this point. So.
Any questions? Please, Mike, please.
Yeah, congratulations on your film. Can you please tell us something more about the clash of generations which is portrayed in the film, and which is, I think, lies at the center of the whole story? And if you would also like, I would request you to also tell us about what is it about that, if you are comfortable sharing that, I mean, what is it about the message which you wanted to convey to your brother, which was so difficult to convey in real life, and you needed a film to actually convey that?
Yeah, I think it's a good question because they are connected to both sides. The generations idea, or the idea of this film, grew out of our short film Distance, which was dealing with the love and hate relationship between father and son. It's the one what went to Locarno and had some attention, but then we dealt with this father-son issues, and now we wanted to go further and to investigate what the next generation brings forward or takes from the previous ones. So we focused on brothers' relationship, and the father topic is still there, but it's more in the background, kind of influencing the brothers. And this dynamics felt interesting and important for me. And I think one subject of the film is also the way we are, like the Nordic men, for example. We keep the feelings inside. It's very hard to express yourself for some reason, or speak or let it out for some reason. Everything is kept inside. So this is interesting, why it's so hard, and the question is how to break free and from this kind of burden. And we inherited this from our parents, for example, and they get it from their parents, and it kind of moves to generation. But could it change in some point? Could we break free? Or this kind of questions were important for us. But maybe Antti wants to add something.
Not much. I think you told the point. But yes, as our no, we kind of have in the same situation. I have two brothers. Janno has three brothers, but Janno is the youngest one. I'm the oldest one. There are 16 years gap between me and my youngest brother, so we already like somehow in different generations. For example, when I'm repairing washing machine, I call to my father and ask. But when my younger brother, is repairing washing machine, he goes to YouTube. So we are already different, and also our fathers, post-war, Second World War, growing up in very hard times, they are different. So how to understand them, the situations they are coming from, and how to forgive them, it was a point for us to realize that we are all the same, as I said before already.
I have read about your about you, and that it is your favorite theme, that you wanted to explore power relationships within family and the idea of breaking free, and you talk about clash of generations, and the writer of the film also shares the same perspective. But I would like to know. I mean, it is often said that the son will understand the father when the son becomes a father, or when he becomes when he grows up and becomes of the father's age. You know, when one gets old, his perspective will change, and so it is interesting to know that you are a young director, and the writer of the film belongs to another generation. So, do you share that that perspective which you're trying to explore, and you're trying to portray and break free? What is what was that association? What was the kind of association that you had with him while writing this film and making this film?
I didn't feel the gap for some reason between us, because of course we have really weird dynamics between us, how we work, and I don't know all the anti-secrets and so forth, but I haven't thought about this in this way. Maybe I felt it like he's my older brother, or something like that. Like Rain is like the one protagonist. Rain is like more auntie, and that's maybe more me, but it's more like intuitive, not so rational thinking, but rather feeling. But it's also maybe rather, I would say there was no cap when we yeah.
I also didn't realize it. At some point, Helen asked me, "Do I realize that I am the protagonist?" No, like Ryan. It was really a surprise for me. But what I wanted to say, that, as Janno said, it was a long process, 7 years, and Janno got 2 children during this time, and I had the opportunity to see how Janno changed in the beginning, how was his attitude to the theme, and how it changed a bit during these 7 years. It's a really long time, and I think it's also hard to make a film. In starting point, you start one film, and in the end you are a different person, and maybe you want change something, but you can't anymore. But in our case, it wasn't a problem at all. But I think I have thought a lot about this. Is it the message, or what you want to say, is so important that you can carry it 7 years along?
And it kind of worked out, didn't it? Like didn't get old.
Yeah, for us it worked out, yes. Because we are dealing with these problems in our life, I think still we didn't solve them, the problems.
It's
I think there is one more question. You were able to say something?
Yeah, I would like to ask you. You said that. I recall that Estonia is one of the most technologically advanced countries. I think you are among one of the first countries to have implemented electronic voting, if I am not mistaken, right? No.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So and technology, as we know, has had a profound influence on our today's life, and the older generation is often said to be having been unable to cope up with the advance of technology and the ways in which technology interacts with our daily lives and lifestyles is, I think, one of the reasons and contributors to the clash between generations. So would you like to comment on this as to how technology interplays with the generational divide? In what ways it unites, in what ways it divides?
Good question. Never thought about this in this way.
One important thing is definitely the language, because the one important point is the language, because there are 1 million Estonians in the world. It's not very much, and the audience and the internet. We don't have the English language. Internet is much bigger than in Estonian language. So my daughter, for example, she writes in English because does it in internet, and his English, I think, is better than, her English is better than her Estonian. I think it's quite a difference already. But still, for example, I think my father and mother also using internet a lot, and declaring taxes, it's just couple of minutes through internet, and they can do it, I think, if they want. But on the other hand, lots of people don't want. For example, I don't have Facebook, so you can keep it away if you want. But Jan?
Aga kuidas need nagu suhteid mõjutavad, et see on nagu
Yeah, well, last question from my side. You were about to say something on this?
No,
Okay.
it's interesting subject. Have to think about these connections. Right now, it needs some thinking.
Okay. I would like to know if you had this. This is your favorite theme: this father, son, or the elder brother, son, big brother, and the younger brother kind of power relationships. So, are you aware of, as part of your education and reading, are you aware of the Sigmund Freudian theories of psychoanalysis, the Oedipus complex, and the other, theories that define how does this power, relations set in within the realms of family and the psychology behind it?
It's important it has been important for me for some reason, and it's very intuitive. And as I said, it grew out from a true story, which was the Distance, the short film, and from this point on, it's kind of ongoing process, kind of trying to understand myself better. and through that but I don't know if we have like analyzed it with Antti from the Sigmund Freud's point of view or his theories. These are not has not been so important for us. We base on our intuition and go there, and from maybe this analysis is for psychoanalysis professionals. You know, we're filmmakers, and we try to be honest and tell them honest stories from inside, and that's that.
Yes, we made it without this theory or analysis, but it's more important for the audience or critics. They are analyzing the film now and seeing the totally different things.
Connections.
Yeah, it's interesting to read the critics.
Yeah.
Your film is being screened as part of the competition film. We wish you best of luck. And if I hope there are more questions. And it was a pleasure having you here.
Thank
All
you.
the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.